Today's video will be different from the rest. Because I will show you situations where simple luck and excessive caution will not help anyone avoid a tragedy. If you survive by a miracle, you will become homeless, since your house and all your possessions were washed away by the waters of the coastal ocean, or torn to pieces by a fierce wind. Enjoy watching. Let's go.
You will never get into such a situation because I wish you good luck.
An earthquake of magnitude 8.1 damaged valves at a hydroelectric power plant in Tarbel in Pakistan, causing an emergency release of water. 10,000 liters per second. Riding a Ferris wheel in this weather is not the best idea. Do you agree? On September 18, 2022, Hurricane Fiona swept through the Dominican Republic and became the first hurricane in 2022 to affect the Paradise Republic. These frames show the full power of the natural phenomenon. It easily knocked over even a car out of the way. These shots were captured by a resident of Brazil in the backyard of his house, who at that moment was in the epicenter of a tornado. A powerful storm and torrential rains caused devastating floods on the island of Crete in Greece on October 15, 2022. Overflowing rivers flooded roads, and powerful streams of water washed dozens of cars into the sea. Fortunately, there were no casualties. In these frames you can watch Storm Fiona and its consequences, which affected not only the Dominican Republic, but also Puerto Rico. A sandstorm turned day into night in an instant in Arizona in the USA.
Driving into it right now.
It really is. It looks scary looking.
I have never seen anything like this in my life. We're in it now.
I can't believe it. Yeah, I know. I really can't believe it.
If you look closely, you can see how a multi-story building fluctuates from side to side. The wildfires in the U.S. state of California in the summer of 2021 were particularly devastating. A column of smoke was rushing upwards, scattering across the sky, creating a terrible and at the same time spectacular picture. This storm is one of the strongest in the history of the United States. With its consequences, Florida residents will live for a very long time. Strong winds and torrential rain hit the densely populated east coast of China on September 15, 2022, forcing about 1.5 million people to leave their homes. According to local authorities, the wind speed was 155 kilometers per hour. The storm also stopped many shipments in the region. The author of the video filmed how during a storm in South Carolina, her house got trapped and gradually goes underwater.
Please keep going. Oh my God, go.
As a result of torrential rains that hit Venezuela, the El Castillo River overflowed its banks, which led to floods and flooding of several streets with water. Another consequence of the flood was a giant landslide. According to local authorities, no one was injured. One of the strongest storms ever to hit the U.S. mainland, flooded settlements on the Gulf Coast and led to power outages for millions of people. Then it swept across Florida to the Atlantic Ocean, where the hurricane regained its strength ahead of another expected landfall in South Carolina. The author of this video is a guy from India, looks too calm at the sight of a rockfall coming at him. What would you do in a similar situation? Write about it in the comments. How strong should the wind be to completely demolish the roof of the house in a couple of seconds? The frightening footage was taken by eyewitnesses on one of the beaches in the western United States. The landslide was rushing down rapidly, creating a huge wall of dust.
That's incredible.
During the U.S. hurricanes, a tree fell near parked cars, almost catching them. Boulders of incredible size crashed down on a mountain serpentine in one of the regions of India. A surveillance camera recorded a landslide rapidly approaching a highway in China. I can't even imagine what kind of work it will cost to restore roads and buildings after such surprises. This house collapsed due to severe flooding in China. A dozen more were waiting for the same fate. Fortunately, all people were evacuated in time, and no one was seriously injured. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that none of these natural disasters have overtaken you, and you are preparing for the new year 2023 in warmth and comfort. I am very grateful to the year 2022 for giving you to me, and I hope that our small family will continue to grow and prosper. See you soon. Peace.